Hello and welcome back to this course. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about the hierarchical inheritance. So you can see the figure of the hierarchical inheritance on your screen. We have one parent class and there are three child classes that are extending the parent class. So this is the hierarchical inheritance. So let's create our example program for hierarchical inheritance to understand its concept. So here first of all I am going to create a class with the name person. I type here person for an example. And now I am going to create some instance variable here. So I type here private string name and private int age. Now I am going to create getter and setters for this class. So I just right click here and click on the insert code getters. I select the both and click on generate. Then I am going to insert code for the setters and click on generate. Now I have getters and setters for my first class here. You can see get name, get age, and set name and set age. Now I am going to create the child class here that extends the person class. So I type here class student that extends person class. Student extends person. That's make a sense here. Student is definitely a person. And now I am going to create some instance variable for student here. I type here int fees. And also I type here double CGPA. Now I am going to create the getter and setters for these variables here. So I right click here and click on insert code, then getters. I generate the code for getters here, then again insert code for setters. So select both and click on generate. Now I have another class that extends the person class, in which I have four instance functions: get fees, get CGPA, set fees, and set CGPA. Now I am going to create another class teacher that extends person class. Here I am going to create the instance variable here. I type here private int salary. A teacher may get a salary from here. And then I'm going to create getter and setter for this here. I select the insert code, getters, generate, insert code for the setter, click on generate. Now I have two classes, teacher and student, and both classes are extending the person class. One parent class and two child classes. This is what we call the hierarchical inheritance. You can create another class here like class employee that extends the person. In this way, one parent class and three child classes. So this is what we call the hierarchical inheritance. A parent class has multiple child classes. Now you can see that in the person class, I have just created the two variables, name and age. And definitely a student has a name and an age. And for teacher, that has also name and age. But a student cannot have a salary variable. So student has fees and CGPA, but for teacher don't have fees and CGPA, teacher has salary. So when you create the object of the teacher class, then you can use the name, age, and salary, because the teacher can access name and age from its parent class. And when you create the object of the student class, then you can access the name, age from the parent class, and the fees and the CGPA variables are already present in that class. So here I am going to create two objects. First of all, student s1 equals to new student. Okay, so I just type here s1 dot set name, and I type here my name here, and then s1 dot set age 22, and s1 dot set fees, I type here 40,000, and then s1 dot set CGPA. For me it's 3.57. Okay, so I want to print these values on my screen, so I type here system.out.println s1 dot get name. I'm going to copy this line from here and paste it a couple of times here. s1 dot get age, s1 dot get fees, s1 dot get CGPA. So I'm going to remove this line and also CGPA. Okay, when I run this program, you see the four things on the screen that I have set in my main function. You see that when I have created the object of the student class, then I can easily access the members of the parent class. I can access the name and age, and I can use it in my class. And for the teacher class, I can definitely use name and age, and then I can use the additional member of the teacher, that is salary, to do my work. So here I am going to create the object of the teacher class. So I type here teacher t1 equals to new teacher and t1 dot get. And now you can see I can access name, age, salary. Now name and age functions are coming from the parent class, and the get salary is present in the teacher class. So now here you cannot access the fees and CGPA because you have extend the person class, you don't have extend the student class. So in this way you can extend one class for a couple of times to do your work. So for here I'm going to select here get set name. I type here Peter, and t1 dot set age, I type here 45, and t1 dot set salary, I type here 10,000. Okay, so now if I want to print it, I type here system dot out dot println t1 dot get name. I'm going to copy this statement and paste it once again here and change it to age and this thing to salary. And now if I run this program, you will see first of all the record of the student, and then you see the record of the teacher here. So in this way the hierarchical inheritance works. You can create more than one child class of a parent class in hierarchical inheritance. As you can see here, I have first of all created the parent class person. Now a person may be a student, a person may be a teacher, a person may be an employee there, a person may be a sweeper there, or anything there. So in this way you can create just one class and then you can extend it multiple times to do your work more easier. So I hope you understand the concept of the inheritance and how inheritance works and how it is helpful for us. We can just make our code more easier. We can make our code less complex. We can reuse one code for a couple of times, and there are a lot more features of inheritance. So I hope you understand about it. That's it for this video. I will see you in next video.